I am Xanthe Huynh, and today we are doing an unboxing of Maquia the Limited Edition. Whee! Hold on, let me open it real quick. Ta-da! So, as you can see, the box artwork was made specially for this limited edition. It is by the character designer Akihiko Yoshida, and his art style might be a little familiar to you because he's known for his designs for big series such as Final Fantasy, Bravely Default, and Nier Automata. And it features the main cast of the movie. It's got Maquia and Ariel, Krim, Lelia, Racine, Ling, and Beryl. And it's made of this specially sourced linen that is meant to recreate the feel of the hibiol. The hibiol is this special cloth made by the Eorfs that they used to communicate with each other and to record their history. It's really cool aspect of their culture, and I think it's really cool that they put some thought into that when creating this box set. So let's dive into the goodies inside. Alright, so we've got the special digi tray that holds the movie discs in here. We've got special art and interview booklet, and a special story written by Mari Okada. Let's take a look at the special story by Mari Okada. So she wrote this special story just to give fans a look at some of the moments that weren't included in the film, and like different scenarios between that show different perspectives of the different characters, and like into their deeper thoughts about what they think about what's happening in their world and like their relationships, and also reveals like some connections between different characters that you might not have been able to really get because their time on screen is so limited. And I think it's really cool the way they were able to reformat it from like the Japanese scripts into a script that's more commonly seen here. We get like different stage directions and different descriptions of like what's happening on in like the scenery, and besides like all the different lines for the different characters. Why don't we do a quick little read through? Let's see. This is quick. Alright, let's start here. So, Maquia speaks, her gaze serene. Ariel says, "Hmm?" And Maquia lightly says, "Shall we hold hands?" Ariel sullenly says, "That's embarrassing." Maquia chuckles. "Hey Ariel, where do you want to go next?" "Somewhere without a school." "What?" "So I can work." "But Ariel, that's..." "I want to become an adult as quick as I can." "Ariel..." Right then, Ariel reaches out for Maquia's bag. "I'll hold it." Oops, that's Ariel's line. "I'll hold it." And Maquia says, "I said I'm fine." "I'll take half of it." "How would you carry half of it?" "When you take 100 steps, you give it back to me. After another 100 steps, I'll give it back. And we keep doing that." "You mean..." "Hurry up already." An obstinate Ariel tries to take the bag. Maquia says, And Ariel says, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ariel starts counting. Maquia starts laughing. "You're still such a child." "What?" "Nothing. 5, 6, 7, 8. As they count, they walk down the road together. Maquia narrating. "It's a terribly short amount of time. That's why it mustn't be wasted." Ariel, who is still shorter than Maquia, carries the bag along with all his might. Maquia gazes at him from behind. Maquia narrates. "I want to spend that time with someone who treasures me the most. With a special person." The morning sun climbs into the sky, revealing a beautiful gradient. Ariel's back becomes backlit by the brilliant light. Maquia squints and murmurs softly, I was waiting for a moment I was waiting for a morning like this. Sorry to ruin the moment. I can read sometimes. But yeah, so there's like little moments like that and more, so I hope you guys give it a look. Let's dive into the DigiTray. On the outside, we have this gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. It has Maquia with little baby Ariel, and Lang, and Deal, and good girl Honora. And I love that it's like this little peaceful, fun moment when they were all so little. Oh my gosh, every time I see Ariel and Maquia together, it's just like I feel slightly emotional. But I love that it's you know, like, when you fold it out, it becomes like one big picture. It's a little special compared to like the regular releases where it, it has like insert that you pull out and everything. But yeah, on the inside, we have the discs. This one contains the movie and other promotional videos and trailers, both in English and in Japanese, and with English subtitles as well. And over here, we have the bonus disc, and it has the behind-the-scenes making of Maquia, and also a really cool side-by-side comparison of the storyboards and the movie. So you can watch the entire movie and have the storyboards next to it, so you can see what all the planning processes looked like, and then what it looked, how it turned out in like the film once it was completed. So all the different backgrounds and all the coloring and everything else that went into it. So please, I hope you give it a try, because that is super cool to be able to see. And now we have the art and interview booklet. Let's flip through here. So you have like a little bit of introduction to the story and like overview. We've got the different character designs and all the different outfits they wear throughout the movie, and Ariel as he's growing up. Oh my god, look how handsome he is. And a lot of some of the other characters that we see that they meet on their adventures here. And then we also have cast interviews and commentary here without everybody. Let's see what else we have in here. We have the character designer that I mentioned earlier, Akihiko Yoshida, and he talks about his inspirations for some of the other character designs. And another really interesting little tidbit in here is that they took inspiration for the Eorf's clothing from Vietnamese traditional dress, the ao dai. And being half Vietnamese myself, I think that's really cool, and they were able to really capture like the flowy, elegant feeling of that traditional dress. So it's a cool little thing, like to know that that was in there besides all the other medieval looking dress that everybody else wears throughout this storyline. So we have a couple other character designers, lots of other little pictures of different expressions here. And we have like more pictures of like the Renato. Look at all the detail here, all the scales and the wings and like different textures and shadows. Oh, and here we have some of the posters and promotional artwork that they used. Look at that sky, it's so beautiful. I could probably spend all day just going through the art book because there's so much information here. And we have this section here with director Mari Okada herself. In it, she talks about what it's like to work as a storyboarder and to be really hands-on with some of the scenes that are in the movie, including the one that she had a hand on, which was the scene between Maquia and Krim much later in the story. That scene in particular, it's like, the room itself is so sterile and so like, there's not a lot of items there, and just like their interactions and their facial expressions, it gives it this feeling of, there's something very unsettling happening here. It's very subtle, and it's something that you just innately feel, where it's like the unspoken feelings behind something. So I thought that was really cool that she was very specific about how she wanted that to come across on screen. so pretty. See, like, you know, like how it started here, and then what it actually turned out to be like. Yeah, so that is the art and interview book. Alrighty, thank you for going on this journey with me through the limited edition box set of Maquia. I hope you get a copy of your own. I am particularly excited about the bonus features that are on the bonus disc right here that has like the side-by-side comparison with the storyboards and the movie, just because I think it's really cool to kind of see, like, you know, how this became this, and, you know, like all the thought that went behind it, and also like the booklet, because there's so much information in here. You can spend like days just like looking through and like seeing like, oh, they got inspiration from this and this, and like this is how they created this world, you know. There's so much rich history to it all that I've like probably spent like days like trying to like dissect it all and trying to figure out like all the work that they put into the details of this movie. So you can get your own copy of this at the links below at brightstuff.com and 11arts.net. But you know what? You can't have this particular copy because we're giving it away to one special, very, very special person. So you'll want to check out 11arts' social media to find out how to enter and win. And also, you know what? It's going to be signed by yours truly. But yeah, thank you so much again for watching this video. I hope you get to enjoy the movie yourself and all the other little goodies that are in the limited edition. And we'll talk again later. Bye!